What's up guys, welcome back to a new Dying Light 2 video. Before we get into the video, there are still about 81% of you who are not subscribed. I would appreciate it if you hit that sub button. We're trying to hit that 10k goal by Dying Light 2's release. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This one is going to be solely about Frank. We haven't talked about Frank in a long time on the channel here. Way back in the day, we made that video about why you should stay with Frank and the choice in the 2019 demo. At this point, that's up for debate whether that's even in the game at this moment. Hopefully it is. It's one of the best missions we've seen of the game so far. And since then, Frank has changed a lot as a character. At first, the only real information we had on him was that he was Aiden's mentor, as we saw at the beginning of the 2019 demo, and from there he seems to be the guy making peace with both of the factions, and even possibly the Renegades. As we know, he's the owner of the Fisheye Bar, which is rumored to be somewhere in the center of the city, inside of a neutral zone within the city, so there's no conflict there. So overall, Frank seemed like a very neutral person, a very non-conflicting person, someone there to help everybody. So that's basically all the background we had from 2019. If we go ahead and jump to 2021, the Frank we saw was very different. Very, very different. When we see him in this gameplay trailer, we see him as a drunk, and apparently this isn't a one-time thing. Apparently Frank gets drunk a lot. That's just based off a comment we actually heard someone say in the bar. So as of right now, we don't know exactly, is Frank going to be drunk a lot in the game? Is this a one-time thing? I'm guessing at least towards the beginning he's going to be drunk quite a bit in some scenes. Now we don't know if this is a complete character change or if this is just how Frank's character starts off. Option number one is Frank starts off as a drunk, Aiden or somebody else manages to actually change his ways and he becomes this more peaceful person. The other option is that Frank's character is totally changed. He is now a drunk throughout most of the game. I'm personally leaning towards the fact that Frank starts off as a drunk and his problem ends up getting fixed. I really hope that's the case. I think Frank as a pure drunk throughout the story would be a lot more boring. I like his role as a peacemaker. I don't know, that's just me. I feel like if Frank actually doesn't have this role as a peacemaker between the factions, I feel like it turns the Renegades into more of the bad guys and the Peacekeepers or Scavengers into more of the good guys. And I don't like that as much. It's really hard to say at this point. We could see Frank being normal throughout the story and then at times being drunk, off and on kind of. But I still think he's going to be a very key character throughout the story. Also, while we're here, just to mention Frank's new voice actor, definitely not a fan. Everybody I've heard voice their opinions on it have said the same thing. Old Frank voice actor was a lot better. No offense to the new guy, but it just was. We've seen differences in Matt, Juan, and the Colonel's character model. Frank's is exactly the same, which is fine. I mean, his character model looked okay. Pretty much the same with Matt, Juan, and the Colonel's. I didn't see a need for a change. Apparently Techland did, so they did change it. I think personally it would have just been fine with the 2019 models. I prefer the Matt model, especially from 2019 instead of the 2021 version. That's just me though. So it's going to be interesting to see what they end up doing with his character. Let me know down below what you think will happen with it and I'll read through those. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more in the future and I will see you in the next one.